In an age not too distant, somewhere in the east, two brothers of royal blood ruled over great kingdoms. The elder brother, King Shahryar, reigned over the vast lands of India and China, a strict yet just ruler. The younger brother, King Shah ruled the city of Samarkand, calmer, younger, and beloved by his people. For many years, the two brothers lived in harmony, bound by respect and affection, until one day Shahryar longed to see his brother. He sent a sealed letter by a special messenger, inviting Shah Zaman to visit him. Shah Zaman, excited to see his brother, ordered the horses to be prepared. He locked his treasury, summoned the nobles, and entrusted the kingdom to his most capable vizier. He informed his wife, bade her a brief farewell, and once the tasks of the night were done, retired to his chamber to rest before departure. But just as he mounted his horse and the caravan began to move, he suddenly remembered a small chest left in his room, a chest containing a precious family heirloom, a ring handed down for generations. He told the commander of the guard, "Go on ahead. I will return for just a moment." He returned to the palace in the quiet hours before dawn. Wishing not to wake anyone, he slipped silently through the corridors. As he reached his chamber, he noticed the lamp inside was still lit. He thought perhaps his wife could not sleep. But when he gently pushed the door ajar, the sight before him froze the blood in his veins. His wife, the delicate, noble woman he had trusted for years, was in the arms of a palace servant. Their laughter and whispers filled the room as though the world held no weight upon them. For a moment, Shah Zaman stood motionless, not struck merely by betrayal, but by their shamelessness within the king's palace itself. A storm of grief and fury swept through him. With his sword, he struck down the servant, and by the law of the kingdom, he executed his wife as well. But no vengeance could ease the wound in his heart. At sunrise, without speaking a word to anyone, he rode on to catch up with his caravan. Throughout the journey, he spoke to no one, ate nothing, and kept his eyes fixed on the distance. Grief pressed upon him like a heavy stone. When he reached his brother's capital, Shahryar greeted him warmly. He embraced him and asked gently, "My brother, why is your face pale and your body so thin? What has happened to you on your way here?" Shah Zaman forced a faint smile and claimed he was simply tired from the road. But Shahryar knew well that such sorrow was not caused by travel. Days passed. Shahryar arranged grand feasts, took him hunting, played games with him, and spent long hours in conversation. Yet Shah Zaman remained sunk in grief, barely touching his food, always staring off into the distance. Finally, Shahryar said, "By your life, a heavy secret lies in your heart. If you truly consider me your brother, speak it. Perhaps I can offer a remedy." After a moment of hesitation, Shah Zaman told everything: the unexpected return, the bitter scene of betrayal, and the crushing sorrow that would not leave him. Upon hearing this, Shahryar thought, "If such treachery can be found in my brother's court, perhaps my own household is not free from it." But even then, he found it hard to believe. A few days later, while out hunting, Shahryar suddenly felt uneasy. He ordered his men to turn back without warning. With only a few of his oldest guards, he entered the private royal garden, a place forbidden to all but the queen and her closest attendants. As he neared the garden gate, he heard laughter, music, and the sound of revelry. Startled, he hid and watched. The old gatekeeper woman opened the door, signaling to several women inside. Within moments, the queen entered the garden with 20 maids and 10 dark-skinned servants. As soon as they stepped in, all restraint was cast aside. The queen ran eagerly into the arms of her favorite servant, and the others paired off in shameless abandon. What Shahryar witnessed was not just infidelity, it was the collapse of the sanctity of his kingdom. His hands trembled, his heart shattered, something inside him died. He returned to Shah Zaman and said, "Brother, you were right. No woman is faithful." From that day, Shahryar was changed. He ordered, "From this night onward, I will marry a new girl each evening, and at dawn she shall be executed. Thus will no woman have the chance to betray me." The vizier begged him to reconsider, but the king refused. And so, each day, a girl from the city was taken to the palace, and by morning, her lifeless body was carried out. Fear and sorrow spread across the land. Among the people was the vizier's daughter, Scheherazade, a wise, calm, eloquent, and perceptive woman. She had read countless books, from ancient tales to hidden wisdoms. Her heart ached for the girls of the city. One day she said to her father, "Father, take me to the king. Let me be the next bride." The vizier turned pale with terror. "My child, have you gone mad? They will kill you at dawn." Scheherazade replied, "I know, but perhaps the path to salvation lies in this. I know something others do not." The vizier, trembling with fear, obeyed her, though his heart was heavy with dread. The night of the wedding came. Scheherazade entered the palace with an uncanny calm. At bedtime, she asked permission for her younger sister Dunyazad to visit her just one last time before her death, so she could tell her a bedtime story as she always had. Shahryar agreed. Dunyazad arrived and said softly, "Sister, as always, tell me a story before I sleep." Scheherazade replied, "If the king permits." Shahryar, curious, said, "Speak." Scheherazade began a story with a calm voice, weaving her words like golden threads. She told it with such beauty and care that Shahryar, for the first time in years, felt a bit of the darkness lift from his heart. But just as she reached the climax of the tale, she suddenly fell silent. Dunyazad cried, "Sister, please, continue the story." Scheherazade sighed, "If I am alive tomorrow night, I will finish it." Shahryar, spellbound by the unfinished tale, immediately ordered, "Do not kill her. I wish to hear the rest." And so began the fate of 1,000 stories, 1,000 nights, and the salvation of 1,000 innocent lives.